Welcome to the Knitting TurnPike. My name is Gina Pike. I'm so happy that you're here with me today. Today is going to be a short video. We are just going to be talking about upcoming mystery shawl knit-alongs, mystery events that are currently going on in the knitting community. It's been a while since I've been able to do a video, and I thought I would just do something really quick. I don't want you guys to be caught unaware. And I mean, you probably already know about them, but in case you don't, I wanted to make sure I mentioned it in case this might be something you want to participate in. And this is the only time you will hear about it. So let's go ahead and get into it. Again, these are a couple of make-alongs and some mystery knit-alongs. These are all knitting. I did look for some crochet ones. There are a few crochet things going on in the community right now, but I think I've already mentioned them. And these are just going to be knitting focused today. So I hope that's okay. The first thing I want to mention is Judy of Judy's Creations and Crochet. She is still doing her monthly make-alongs, and what she does is she shows a picture of a bird. This year they're all about the birds. This is this month's bird. This is for March. I actually am participating this month. I didn't get to participate last month. I will just have to pop up a picture here of the yarn I'm planning to use. Let me know what you think, if you think the yarn matches the bird really well. I know there are a couple of colors I don't have in the yarn, but I still think it matches pretty good with the red and the green. I actually have finished my project. I'll try to share that at the end of the month when I do a vlog, if I can do a vlog by then. I will. For Judy's make along, you have to take inspiration from the photo, make something, send it to her before the end of the month, and she'll include it in her monthly slideshow. And she does put everybody who participates on a spinning wheel, and she gives away a beautiful skein of yarn for those who participate. It is a great way to use your stash that you have at home, find inspiration, make something, use the items you make for gifts or for yourself. So I just wanted to mention that. It is going on every month. And this month I will be participating, so keep your eyes open for that and go see what I make on her channel. And then after it's shared on her channel, I will share it here on my channel. Next item is a mystery shawl knit along. I mentioned this about a month ago. This is from Mary Annarella, who is Lyrical Knits. I have knitted her mystery shawl knit along the last 2 years. The first year was the As You Wish, which was based on The Princess Bride. And then last year was Who You Gonna Shawl, which was based on Ghostbusters. Well, this year her inspiration is from The Muppet Show, and this is the Muppet Shawl Mystery Shawl Knit Along. Now this started 2 weeks ago, and we are going to be getting the third clue in the series this coming Friday. Clues are coming out on Friday. I'm going to show you a clip about the yarn. I told you guys originally that I wasn't going to participate in it, but I kind of got, I guess, FOMO and decided to go ahead and jump in and work on it. So I bought a kit of yarn from Miss Babs, and I had them do some substitution. Let me show you the yarn and I'll explain it. Okay, these are the colors laid out in order from the kit. The 6 that I got from the Fun Fair kit, and then these are the 2 I want to use for the main color. That actually looks really nice together. I'm not even sure I needed to even buy any of these. I wasn't sure. I thought these might look pretty close in color, so I thought it might be fun to like put like that instead of that one, to put a transition. I don't know now. And then let's see, where could that one go? I don't know about that one, using that one. This one is kind of close to that one. I like this one for sure at the end. That's a nice dark ending to it. So maybe just those two would mix it up a little bit more. and maybe not even use those. Use them in my temperature blanket, not my temperature blanket, in my incredible blanket. But I don't know. Tell me what you think. What do you like? Do you like those two? Do you like it as it was? Or do you like the addition of those other colors? So that is the yarn I ended up getting. Now, when I saw the kit online, the two skeins that were the gray were a light blue and a dark blue skein. Now, that's something maybe you don't know about Miss Babs, is if they have a kit that is for sale and you decide you don't want to substitute some items instead of what is shown, you can substitute different yarns for different kits that they are selling, as long as they have that yarn in stock. So those two gray skeins that I substituted for the light blue and the dark blue, they were in stock. So they just switched them out and sent them to me. However, when I got them, I was like, I still like them. I think they're really pretty, but I was kind of wanting to feel an all pink shawl in honor of Miss Piggy and her love of pink and my love of pink. And so what I ended up doing was I had these two skeins of yarn from Knit Picks. This is their Stroll Tonal yarn in Seashell, and I had these two skeins in there. So I ended up putting these in place of the gray ones. It's just a pale pink. And this is what my shawl is looking like so far through Clue 2. Let me get it on the right side. This is where we are with Clue 2. Now I have a clip and I'm going to put it in here so you guys can see Clue 2 close up. Okay, this is the Muppet Shawl by Mary Annarella. This is a mystery knit along by Mary Annarella, who is Lyrical Knits. This is Clues 1 and 2. I haven't given you guys any update on this. I think the last time I mentioned it, I said I wasn't going to knit it, but then I got sucked in. I probably have just shown you the yarn I picked from Miss Babs. And I kind of mixed up the that as well. Instead of using the oyster colorway for the main color, I'm using this yarn that I had in my stash from Knit Picks. It is a pink yarn. It's their Stroll Tonal yarn. It is Stroll Tonal and Seashell. You can see it has different shades of pink, but they're all really close together, so it looks like a very light pink yarn. But you can see there's a little bit of a darker pink in there. That's what I'm using for the main color. And then all these shades of pink. This is where it starts. This shawl started right here. Garter stitch tab cast on. These 3 stitches that I have designated right here. I always like to keep that marker there so you can kind of see where the shawl starts. But those 3 stitches, garter stitch tab cast on, you can see how it becomes seamless. It blends with the edge that she created here. This is the first clue that I used with my color one. It's kind of a coral pink. This is called the Spotlight stitch pattern. And it's what gets us started on this mystery shawl knit along. And then we keep going out this direction. Here, we're knitting in this direction. This second clue here is called the Meeps, I believe. Yep, Meep, in honor of Beaker, and this is in honor of his hair, the way his hair looks. A cute little slip stitch pattern and just the main color. This next pattern is called the Yip Yips, and that's where we brought in color 2. I think the Yip Yips were supposed to look, you can see I have some variations in them. You're doing a 5-stitch dip pattern. I think they were kind of mostly supposed to look like that. I'm not going to go back and redo these. I'm hoping when I block it, it looks a little bit better. But I can still see the Yip Yips, and I know what we're trying to do. And that doesn't really bother me with that sticking out. I know a lot of people stressed about that. It doesn't bother me. But I do like it. It is a 5-stitch dip pattern that you went into. You went 5 stitches, 4 stitches, 3 stitches, 2 stitches, 1 stitches, and took the stitches over and created those cute little Yip Yips. This next part is called Wonka Wonka. No, it's called Waka Waka, and it's in honor of Fuzzy the Bear. You did this 7 stitches from 1. These are called the little bear ears. And this is, I think, my color 3. And just a cute little stitch pattern that you did. Some mosaic slip stitch color work where you're not having to you know, you do one color at a time on each of your rows. This next one is called Miss Piggy's Pearls. I love this stitch pattern the most, I think, out of all we've done. It was really fun. You ended up doing this stitch pattern on the wrong side row, doing like a purl two together and a knit two together so that your stitch count remained the same, but it created this little crossover stitch pattern. And then you have your slip stitch color work in the front. Again, this cute little stitch here done on the wrong side. You're also doing some slip stitches, creating these floats to create the illusion of a string of pearls. And this was done in 2 colors with your main color. Isn't that just adorable? A great cute little stitch pattern. Now this right here, that was the end of clue 1. This is the start of clue 2. This is beautiful. This is called this section here is called Mana. As you can see, some faux cable stitches. This is done with a knit yarn over knit stitch. And you're also taking 1 stitch over 2 other ones and then adding the knit yarn over knit. Really pretty, super lacy, just done in your color 1. Then we come to this, and this is called Animals Magnetism, or Animals Drumsticks is what they're also calling it. This is some faux cabling, really, done with their color 1. And then you have your colors. I have my colors 4 and 5 in here, and 6. As you can see, they're starting to bring in some more. You got those purples and pinks coming in, and it's really pretty. I love the look of that. It kind of looks a little bit like stained glass to me. I just love it. This is called Mr. Teeth. One of the band leaders for Electric Mayhem. It is done with a stitch pattern called, it was a knit 2 stitches below. It ends up looking a little bit like a brioche stitch, but it was really simple to do. I think I did make a mistake over in here, and I'm just going to kind of leave it like right in here. Just going to leave that little stitch right there, maybe cover it up with some main color. But anyway, that's it. This was done with color 1 and color 6, which is for me is this dark purple color. And I like the way it looks. This last one is just a repeat of this pattern down here, the meats. She called it Gonzo the Great. And she's for this part, she's saying it looks like chicken's feet because his girlfriend was a chicken, and he loves his chickens, and he's kind of a bird. As you can see, I ended up bringing in a different color for this. This was done in the main color. It was supposed to look just like this one right here, but I thought it might be fun to bring in some colors. So I used my color 1 here for the first one. I used my color 2 for the second one, just to bring in more color, and that's what it ended up looking like. With the additional colors, I kind of like it. I kind of like the pop of color. You know, would have looked just like this, but I kind of like bringing in some more of the colors up in there and making this section look a little bit different than this one down here. And that was the end of clue 2. Next week we'll have, or this coming Friday, I'm filming this on Sunday. This coming Friday we'll get clue 3, and we have 5 clues for the shawls. Isn't that looking great? I'm so excited. This is a lot of fun. I am really glad that I am participating with this. I mean, I think I would have been looking at this and being wishing that I had started. Now, if you're in that point, don't feel like you can't get caught up, because each of these clues is only taking about a couple of days to knit. So you could easily jump in clues 1, clues 2, and get caught up with clue 3 this week, coming out this week. And I believe there are 5 clues in this project, so we're just about, you know, to the halfway point. So feel free to jump in and knit this along with us, and it's really exciting. There is a thread that you can chat about it with other people who are making this in the in Ravelry. This is the Mary Annarella Lyrical Knits knitting group. I'll try to link it down below, and I'll try to link the pattern page down below as well. But it is a lot of fun, and so many creative shawls. Some people are doing rainbow colored shawls for the Rainbow Connection. Some people are doing gray shawls, you know, just all kinds of different themes, because the Muppets is so wide, such a wide variety of characters and everything. So it's really fun to see their inspiration and which one people are picking and designing their shawls around. So check that out, the Muppet Shawl Mystery Shawl Knit Along, going on for a few more weeks. The next item I want to mention to you is going to be starting this week. I'm probably going to post this on a Monday. This is going to be starting on March the 21st. A few people have already messaged me and already know about it, but some of you may not. A couple of years ago, I did a make along with me based on Helen Stewart, who is Curious Handmade. She had a mystery shawl knit along in 2022. It was the Miss May mystery shawl knit along. Well, this year she didn't do a mystery shawl knit along last year, but this year she's doing another mystery shawl knit along. It is starting March the 21st, and it is based again on William Morris and his beautiful designs and all the work he did in the arts and crafts movement. So one of the things you could possibly do if you want to participate in this, you could look at some of the tapestries, some of the wallpapers he's created. That's really artistic. Look at that. Look at the colors that are in some of the ones that you really love, and pick colors out of your stash, or go to a yarn store and pick some colors and design your project around that. I think it's a really great idea to do. I'm going to participate in this. I'm going to knit it. If you want to knit it up with me, let me know down in the comments below if you're going to knit it. This is going to be 6 clues. So this is going to go over 6 weeks. Again, it starts March the 21st. That's a Thursday. You'll get the first clue. And you need 4 skeins of fingering weight yarn to knit this up. I believe you do not use all of the 4 skeins. I think one of them uses about 400 yards. The other ones use around 200 to 320 yards of yarn. So you will have some left over of the other skeins. I noticed there were a lot of yarn companies selling kits. I believe Miss Babs has a lot of 4 skein sets in their Yummy 2-ply line, in their Caroline line, in their yarn line, and in their Yet yarn line. With their Yet is a heavy fingering weight yarn. I think that Amanda Hope has some sets of yarn on sale on their site, and I believe the company that she partnered with is Woolenbine Yarns, and she's selling some kits. I'll try to link all these companies down below if you're interested in buying a kit. I decided to try to pull from my stash. I saw so many kits I really would love to have bought, but I am trying to use some of this stuff all around me here. I had a kit from Amanda Hope. Here's the yarn I want to use for the 24 Birds shawl. I knew I had it over there. I just had to find it. It's a silver. This is Barely Gray from Amanda Hope. This is her Australian Merino, 100% superwash merino yarn base. This is the Language of Flowers. You can see it's beige and pink and blue and green, pinks, purple, really pretty. And then the other color that goes with that is the same yarn base. It's this kit I bought this probably 3 or 4 years ago from somebody who is destashing it in Ravelry. This is Fawn. This is kind of a brownish pink. I think that's kind of like a fade to me. You can kind of see them going into each other. And then the pop of color that came with this kit I thought would be the blue. Now again, this was not designed for this, but I thought it would work really good for the 24 birds. This is this color is called Bluebird. And so I thought I would use these for the mystery shawl knit along for 24 birds. And I had it in my stash. I don't have anything planned for it. And I think it would be really pretty, probably as a shawl for Helen Stewart. So that's what I'm going to use for that. I'll link the project page down below. Again, that starts this week. If you are going to knit that and want to make it along with me, please let me know and we can talk about it. And if you want me, I'll share your pictures on my in my videos as I do them. I'm probably not going to do a lot of videos in March, but I'm happy to share when I do share. If you want to let me know, email me or make a note down below. That would be great. again, that is Helen Stewart, Curious Handmade. The shawl is called 24 Birds, and it's based on the designs of William Morris, who is a big leader in the arts and crafts movement. So that is exciting. That's another shawl, and it's a mystery shawl, so we're excited to see how that's going to progress. The last one I want to share with you is my favorite mystery shawl knit along to participate in ever. I think I've participated in this mystery shawl knit along since 2016. So this will be my 7th year to participate. This is her 12th annual. So this is the 12th year she's hosted a mystery shawl knit along. This is my the amazing designer Romy Hill, and she is going to be starting her mystery shawl knit along on I believe it's on April the 26th. If that is not correct, I'll put it over my head here, and it's going to be 5 clues. This year, she likes to alternate the shapes. Last year, we did a folderol, which was a triangular shaped shawl, and I knitted 2 of them. And this year is crescent shape. She kind of goes between triangular and crescent shape. My favorite is the triangular shaped. I think hers is the crescent shaped. But anyway, for her shawl, you need 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn that have most of her skeins that she's showing this year in her. She likes to partner with a Verb for Keeping Warm out of California, and they make kits for her. Now this year, they're doing their kits a little bit differently. They are allowing pre-orders, and there's still some available. I will link that down below in the description box if you're interested in checking that out. With her kits from a Verb for Keeping Warm, you get 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn. You get a shawl pin. I'll try to show you one. I bought a couple of kits like previous years. I decided not to buy a kit this year from them because I've gotten it before. And then the other thing that you get that I really love, I think I love the most, is that you get a pre-clue, which you get like just a little start of the first clue, not the whole clue, but you can get started beforehand, and that's kind of fun to get started before everybody gets started. But I decided not to buy one this year because I actually have 2 kits that I've bought in the past that I've not even used. Let me show you what they look like though, so you can get a feel for it. Now this is one from last year. This is last year's kit. You get like a little bag, which you'll get like a little project bag that says designed by Romy. And I picked the Rumor yarn base, which is silk and merino, and these are the 2 colors I had picked last year. Isn't that pretty? I could still use it this year. That'd be really pretty. And then, like I said, you also get like a shawl pin, and I believe, yeah, that's this. Get the shawl pin in here. That she makes these by hand, so you get like a shawl pin as well. So, and then you get the pre-clue, and that's what you get in the kit. But I have this kit, and I have another one I'll show you from maybe a couple of years ago. And since I already have 2 of these, and also the colors didn't really speak to me. I mean, they're nice, but they weren't, you know, something that I was like, I really got to have that. This is a kit from a few years ago. This is another one, and the Rumor yarn base. It was a pink and purple. I think this was like from 4 years ago. What does it say? Does it say that here? I couldn't read that if I wanted to. Oh, this is from 2020. Okay, so this is from a few years ago. And the shawl pin we had back then was this one, looked like that. Anyway, I would love to get it, and a kit, and I would love to get another shawl pin, but I already have 2, so I think that's plenty. I'll let somebody else get it. Again, those were still on sale. They usually sell out pretty quickly, so if you are interested in that, it may be something you want to go grab and get that taken care of. Now, I did notice that a lot of other yarn companies are selling some kits that they made up. Now, Miss Bab always has 2 skein yarn kits. They have them in their Caroline yarn base, which is the merino cashmere nylon yarn that you can get. They have it in their Avon yarn base, which is their merino and silk yarn base. It's a little bit lighter, little fingering weight. They have it in their Yet yarn base, which is the heavy lace yarn, which is merino and silk as well. But you can always go on their website, and they have those for sale year-round. It's not necessarily for Romy Hill, but they have 2 skein sets, they have 3 skein sets, they have 4 skein sets. all the time that you could go pick and mix and match however you want to. So I recommend checking out Miss Babs if you're looking for some yarn for this. Always check out Amanda Hope. Now, Amanda Hope has kits specifically made for this project. This project this year is called Way Leads On to Way. That's what the shawl is going to be called for this year. And I bought a couple of sets from Amanda Hope. This is one of them. This looks really similar to a kit that they have on the A Bird for Keeping Warm. That's really pale colors. There's a pale pink and a pale peach. And see how they're really low contrast? This color is called, this is the Aussie Fingering weight yarn. This is Polina 2. This is 100 grams, 437 yards. It is Australian Merino. And this color is their same yarn base. It is called Kissed Pink. And those are really pretty. You can see the super low contrast. And with each one of the kits that she's putting together, you get some stickers. And you also get like this really pretty Progress Keeper, Tree of Life Progress Keeper as well. So that's one of the kits. I bought 3 kits. I always like to keep these kits kind of around. They're good gifts for giveaways. And I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet. I may try to knit 2 of these. I always end up trying to like do 2 of the Romy Hill because they're so much fun for me. The second kit I have from them for this year is this one. This one I really love. So this is one I'm leaning towards using. Alright, so it's their Aussie extra fine merino yarn. 100 grams, 400 meters, 437 yards. Australian Merino. This is called Kraken. It's kind of a blue-green, more blue. And then this comes with a silver, which is called, I don't see a name. So I don't know, it's a silver. And that's what that looks like. Isn't that pretty? It looks like actually there might be a little bit of, I saw a blue, maybe not. That might be my eyes deceiving me. That might be my eyes deceiving me. And again, I get the little Progress Keeper. So I really like this one. I might be using this one. I haven't decided yet. I'm showing you these so you can kind of get an idea of, mainly you want to stick with solid colors. You don't want to use a lot of variegated for Romy Hill because she does a lot of lace and it will compete with lace. You could use a speckled. I have a speckled set I'm going to show you here in a minute. I think would be really good, but you wouldn't want to get more than that. The other kit I bought from her for this year is, oh, there it is this one. This is a purple one. This is Hydrangea. And this one is Hidecoat. Really pretty. And you can see they're solid. Really nice colors. So, and I know she has, I don't know if she has these still on her site. She might be restocking these because it's not starting till April the 26th. So she might have restocked them. So like this is a kit from Miss Babs. You can kind of see what they look like. This is a 2-skein kit. This is their Avon Duo base. This is called Tropical Sunset and Wolfsbane. You can kind of see it's a pinky orange, a coral, and then a purple. That's one I got a couple of years ago. That would be really good for the Romy Hill shawl. Another one I had in my stash from Amanda Hope is this one I bought a few years ago. This is called Avignon. It's kind of a blue-purple. I've made a shawl like this before, and this is Cross of Praise. They go really nicely together. And I thought I had not used these colors, but I looked back, and I had made a shawl of Romy Hill's for her yarn crawl, for the Rose City yarn crawl, in these colors before. So I'm not sure I'm going to use that. So I have this skein of yarn that Wendy and Amy with Amanda Hope gave me a while back, I think a couple of years ago, and I thought it'd be fun to give this away for the Romy Hill Mr. Shawl Knit Along. Now I have a skein of blue yarn coming. I'm not sure that this is blue. I think it might look better with gray. So I'm going to find another skein to go with this. maybe something like this. I know I have a blue skein of yarn coming. I thought it was blue, but I think it's gray. Sorry, my eyes are just not working well. I'll get Brian to help me figure it out, but I'm going to give away this skein of yarn either with this or with a blue skein of yarn, because it's blue purple. Anyway, if you're interested in winning that, this is their Aussie fingering weight yarn. This is Aussie extra fine single. It is fingering weight single ply superwash 19.5 micron extra fine merino wool, 100 grams, 437 meters. This is called Serendipity 15028. It's really pretty. It's got pink, some purples and grays, and maybe a blue. See, that looks like a purple to me. And like I said, I'll pick something to go with it so that you'll have a set to knit the Romy Hill Mystery Shawl knit along with. If you're interested in participating to win something like that, put in your comments down below Romy, R-O-M-I, and make sure you use that word in your comment, and I will pick a winner for that yarn set. How about April the 3rd, and the week of April the 3rd, probably April the 3rd. I think that's a Wednesday, and I will pick a winner, and that still gives plenty time. It gives a couple of weeks before the Mystery Shawl knit along starts. Now, the Mystery Shawl knit along, the pattern is $15, but there is a pay what you can scale. She has coupons that'll take it down to $9 if that is more affordable for you, which I think is really nice of her to do that. Another skein of yarn I thought was really pretty. This is kind of probably the most speckled I would go to for this shawl. This yarn is from Knit Picks. This is their Muse fingering weight yarn. This is called Hope Speckle. It is 423 yards. It is a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. It's got lots of corals and grays in it. And I tell you what, I'm going to give this skein away as well with another skein of yarn. Probably this skein of yarn that I got from, I think those go nicely together. This is Madeline Tosh Twist Light, which is 75 merino wool, 25 nylon. So these are both 75-25. This is 420 yards, 384 meters, and I think they go really well. This color is called Geranium, and I'll give away that as well. Just go ahead and use the same. Probably, maybe you don't want both of those. So Romy for the other one, and we'll use the word way, W-A-Y, since it's way leads on to way, W-A-Y. If you're interested, use that word in your comment if you're interested in winning these 2 skeins of yarn for the MKAL, and I will pick a winner on April the 3rd. And also let me know if you're planning on this. We can knit this together. I'm excited about knitting it. You know, it is my favorite Mystery Shawl knit along, and I have not missed it since 2016. And I usually like to knit up 2 of these just because it's so much fun. And I wanted to also mention that that Wendy and Amy of Amanda Hope, they sent me a lot of little extra stuff, stitch markers and stuff that when I do my giveaways, I'll be including in there. They got like progress keepers. They sent me all kinds of stickers, you know, for you guys. They're just so sweet. They're always thinking about you guys and sending extra stuff. You can see all the little stitch markers in there, daisies, and looks like maybe some stars, and just such sweet stuff. And they're such sweet ladies. So if you get a chance to buy a yarn from them, I highly recommend their yarns. And their yarns, these yarns are amazing. They're soft. They knit up better than, they knit up really nicely for merino wool. It's a different it's a special size micron fiber, and it knits up really well. And the more I'm looking at these go really well together. I just thought there was purple in there. I'll figure it out. Brian will help me figure it out. I should have done that before I started the camera, but I wanted to get this done before I lost daylight, and he's working right now, so please forgive me for that. I think I'm I'm going to, I'm editing my video, and I think I'm going to throw in the Effleuresse shawl. I never really did give you guys a good look at my shawl that we did for the make-along, Judy and I did, the TurnPike Creations Mal 24. I know that it's over by the time this video will post. We did the wrap-up on Saturday, but I did not show this video clip to show you guys what it looks like. So I think I'll insert it and give you guys a chance to take a look at it. If you're interested. I don't think it turned out that great, but it is a wrap-up, and I do not want to leave this hanging out there. Of course, you guys will probably see it some on the live show if you go, but I just thought I'd mention that, and if you're interested, great. If you're not, I'll probably try to timestamp some of these so that you can just easily move along through this. Please forgive me. Okay, here is my Effleuresse shawl, and it is blocked, and I had to get a little creative. It got kind of long at the end, so I had to kind of hang some blocking mats off the end, but I wanted to keep it kind of thin, on the thin side. I have a tendency to overstretch my knitted items, and I wanted to try to keep the stripes together and not so stretched out. So this ended up being quite a long kind of scarf, and as you can see, I had to borrow a box my husband's saving, but this part right here, let's get down in here, started this color here was Clue 3. It was a lot of lace mesh knitting. Probably have a few mistakes in here. I was having a lot of trouble seeing this dark yarn with my eyes right now, but it really is just the lace mesh and the garter stitch knitting. And again, I didn't stretch this out. I'm trying to keep this more of the bias shape. Had a little trouble, I guess, right here. I'm kind of seeing that now, but this is what the shawl looks like. It is very, very long, all the way down to there. So excuse my mess on my knitting needles, sorry about that. But that's what it looks like. Beautiful wrap, light enough, I think, that I can be using it for spring and summer. I don't really think there's anything exciting about the lace or the garter stitch. The fun in knitting this wrap is just varying up the different sections to make it kind of your own, and the colors. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I told you guys I would show you part 3 today, and that's how mine ended. I thought about bringing in colors A and B for doing this first repeat, then doing a color A and a color B, and then finishing it with the color 3. But then I was looking at it and realizing how long it was, and I'm like, I think this is long enough. I need to measure it and see how long it is, but that's definitely going to wrap around my neck a few times. So that's what I really kind of go for, and that's it. That's the last part of the Effleuresse wrap for me. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you've enjoyed making this with me as much as I've enjoyed making it with you. There's one other thing I wanted to say as well. I really wasn't in my right mind, I guess, when I was filming. I am starting a shawl for the make-along. It's the dscspringshawlmal make-along with it's Linda Simpson and her sister June, the Disley sisters make-along. I'll link it down below, but I wanted to make a Romy Hill lace leather shawl, and I'm making the Mountain Frost. And now you guys saw me open up the yarn for the Mountain Frost. It was 2 skeins from Sweet Georgia Yarns. They're sea silk lace, and in 2 colors that were very close together, like a light gray and a dark gray. And I decided to, that would be really pretty for the Romy Hill Mystery Shawl Knit Along. Okay, anyway, I decided that I would make it in 1 color, and I pulled out some yarn from my stash, and I haven't used this kind of yarn in a while, the Diana dye yarns. This is the bamboo yarn that is a heavy lace weight, and this color is called Calypso 2. It's a really pretty teal with some speckles of yellow and rust in it, and I'm going to make this shawl in 1 color. Even though it's a 2-color shawl, I'm going to make it in 1 color, and I bought these beautiful beads from Aurora Crystals. They look like this. They're these teal beads, and that's what I'm going to use for the shawl. I'm starting to get to that point. and it started out really interesting. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. We did a Turkish cast on, which I had done once before for another shawl. A Turkish cast on is used in cases where you have to seam two sides together. It's used a lot for socks, like toe ups, starting from toe up socks. You know how you that when you go toe down or a cuff down, you do close up with Kitchener. If you start toe up, it's this is a great cast on, the Turkish cast on. And I had never done this. I've done this for a shawl once before, the Hap shawl by Amber O'Brien, but it has been quite a few years since I've done that. So it was a lot of fun to do, and I will link the video that shows how to do the Turkish cast on that Romy Hill did. She did a video tutorial, and it's just perfect. So I'll link it down below if you're interested in just taking a look to see how the Turkish cast on is done. Anyway, I'm enjoying this. I'm hoping to finish this up. I have like maybe 2 more charts left, and then I'll be submitting that for Linda Simpson in June. Linda Simpson in June, the Disley sisters shawl make along. I think that's all I have for today. I just wanted to mention some mystery knit alongs and some knit alongs that are going on before it gets away with me. If I had to wait till the end of the month, it's going to be, some of these are going to be way too far gone, like the Mary Annarella one or Judy's. So just wanted to mention them, and let me know how things are going with you, what you're currently working on. Again, I'll try to be doing a more formal vlog. I do have a lot of projects I want to share with you. I have been doing more knitting than anything, because being on the computer, being behind the lights like this really aggravates my eyes. I've been having to do stuff on the computer this week for the slideshow that we have this weekend to wrap up the make along that I did with Judy's Creations in Crochet. Please go check that out. Check out the slideshow. Check out all the beautiful makes that everybody who participated in that did submit, and they're gorgeous. But just working on the computer and all the emails and all the comments, my eyes totally regressed in 2 days back to where it was before I started taking all this medicine. So right now I'm having a very hard time being in here with the lights and everything. So I do have stuff to share with you, and I have yarn all behind this camera to share with you, but I'll have to do it another day, because I think this is all I'm going to be able to do for today. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope and pray you're all doing well. Please take care of yourselves, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.